a Muppet massacre, an exploding starship, and the return of the apes. It's been a delirious week in sci-fi. Gen V to return for a second season in all its glory. Get set to return to the planet of the apes. And the second SpaceX launch flies longer but ends the same way. Welcome to Eye on Sci-Fi, I'm Raymond Bedora. Amazon has announced the Boys spinoff Gen V will be back for a second season. The series is set at Godolphin University, an academy for young soups, and takes place after the events of The Boys Season 3. In the current season, we're introduced to Marie Moreau, played by Jazz Sinclair, who can manipulate blood, Emma Myers, who can grow and shrink her size, and Jordan Lee, who can shift their gender and draw powers specific to each form. Much of the plot so far has focused on psychic manipulator Kate, played by Maddie Phillips, who's implicated in the suicide of her boyfriend, Golden Boy, in the premiere episode. Other mysteries to emerge include the discovery of the Woods, a secret facility underneath Godolphin where young soups are held captive and experimented on. The Boys has never been shy about screening graphic violence, and neither is Gen V, adding its own twists including exploding genitalia and a Muppet massacre. Showrunners Michelle Vazakis and Eric Kripke have promised an equally wild sophomore year. Season 1 of Gen V is available now on Amazon, with Season 2 expected late 2024. Season 2 of the revamped Quantum Leap continues to shake the franchise up. Things began with an unexpected time travel twist in the season opener that fundamentally changes the show's storyline. And in an upcoming episode, we'll see Ben leap into 1955 and cross paths with Hannah Carson, a waitress he'd met 6 years earlier in a previous episode. While meeting the same people in different leaps isn't unheard of, this is the first time the show has explored the long-term effects of a leap on those it impacts. It seems Ben has made this latest leap in order to resolve the problem he created on the earlier leap. The new Quantum Leap has a more serialized format, which makes this kind of storyline more feasible than the mostly self-contained episodes of the original. The second season of Quantum Leap is screening now in the US, but has yet to make its way to Australia. We'll keep you updated. In the meantime, you can find Season 1 on local streaming app 7+. The Apes are returning to cinemas next year with the latest in the long-running movie franchise, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Director Wes Ball picks up the saga several generations later. Apes are the dominant species surrounded by the overgrown ruins of human civilization. Humans themselves exist only on the margins. A tyrannical new leader seeks control of the many clans that have emerged since Caesar's time. This sets young ape Noah on a journey in search of freedom, joined along the way by a young human woman, May. This latest installment appears to move conceptually closer to the original movies, and the trailer reveals some spectacular scenery as Noah travels through overgrown skyscrapers with streams running where there were once streets. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is due in cinemas May 2024. To space news now, and the only thing more combustible than an Elon Musk tweet is one of his SpaceX rockets, with this week's second test launch ending prematurely and explosively. This was only the second launch to include both the SpaceX Starship's heavy lifting lower stage and the upper flight stage. The first test launch also ended in an explosion when the stages failed to separate. While to an outside observer, these launches might appear disastrous, engineers have been able to gather troves of data they can use to refine Starship's design. SpaceX described the end of the latest flight as a rapid, unscheduled disassembly, an example of that near-comedic understatement the space program is famous for. SpaceX currently has contracts for flights to the International Space Station, and Starship is a front-runner to carry astronauts back to the moon in 2025 as part of NASA's Artemis missions. And that was the week in sci-fi. For more news throughout the week, go to ionsci-fi.com.